Hi everyone! In today's video, I'm very excited to take you behind the scenes of our Gavel certification courses at Meum Academy. My name is Brittany Hernandez and I'm a lawyer and the founder of Meum Academy, as well as Gavel's global ambassador to law schools. This is a really exciting certification course series because we've been authorized by Gavel to issue these certificates as well as these official Gavel badges at each of these different levels: basics, silver, and gold, which means that at the highest level, we're allowed to issue you a certificate as a certified gold Gavel expert. At the lower levels, you're able to just get certified in Gavel basics, or at the silver level, you can become a certified silver Gavel expert. So let's go behind the scenes of each of these different levels a little bit more. You can access the courses by going to the CormeumAcademy.com website and scrolling down to the part where it says Gavel, formerly Documate. Now, Gavel used to be called Documate, and we've been able to revamp all of our courses, which used to be called the Documator certification courses. They are now the Gavel certification courses, and we've been able to also update anything that are newer feature updates since our first launch last year. Now, as you can see, there are a couple of different options. You have the option to take all of the courses in one bundle, which is the full certification course, which includes the basics level certification, the silver level certification, as well as the gold level certification. Now, there is an option to take all of these individually if you just want to take basics, silver, or gold. And then if you are actually more advanced and have been using the platform for a while and already consider yourself a Gavel expert or automation specialist, then you can actually take the gold test out exam, where you can bypass the gold, silver, and basic silver and gold levels and just take the exam that we take in the gold level so that you can test out of each of these different levels, but still be a certified gold Gavel expert. Now, you are able to take these at your own pace. So we've set it up to where as soon as you sign up or enroll in each of these courses, you can start taking each module right away. Now, we do understand that some people do need a little bit more support and like to have a very defined start and end date, as well as live session options. So I'm going to be starting on March 30th, Core Cohort 1. So Core 1 will be our first cohort where we're going to be doing it live with a 4-week format, where we're going to start on the 30th of March at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We'll have a 30-minute live session where I'm going to set everyone up for the basics level course. Now, in week 2, we'll go over the silver course. In week 3, we'll go over the gold course and take that and get certified at each of those levels. But we add an extra week at the end because the exam can take a little bit of time because you're asked to create a workflow as well as take a multiple choice exam. And then we ask you to go through in a video and explain and walk through your workflow. So we make sure that you are the person who created it and that you are the person who understands how everything fits together, as well as all of the different concepts that are important as a Gavel expert. At the basics and silver level, the grading is automatic by the system. So if you go through all of the different lessons and the different modules, then you will have a certification at the end. At the gold and gold test out level, these are partially automated from the multiple choice sections, but actually at the end where you have the workflow built and the videos, myself or my course co-creator, Megan Sawtell, will review your submission and make sure that you've hit all of the points that you need to hit and that you've structured your workflow in a way that makes sense to somebody who is already a Gavel expert. After you've been issued your certificate at any of these different levels, at basic, silver, gold, or gold test out, you'll actually be able to add this to your LinkedIn profile and share this with your network. So there's a way to add a profile section here that allows you to have this section down at the bottom called licenses and certifications. That will allow you to create this section here where you can have your basics, silver, or gold test out credentials shown here, and it will link off to your certificate. So now that you've been given a little bit of an overview of each of these, let's go through and sign into our student dashboard so you can see what it looks like when someone actually signs in as a student. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in with Google with this particular account. I'm actually an affiliate as well, and we do have the opportunity to have this for you as well if you'd like to become an affiliate and share in 5% if you share the course with other people. So let's go ahead and go to my dashboard, where you can see all of the different levels here. So we have basics, we have silver, we have gold, and we have gold test out. So let's go through each one in turn and look at the different options for the lesson. So let's go ahead and say resume course for the basics one. The course player looks like this. It's created by a course platform called Thinkific. So your course player will look like this. You're able to expand this or close this, complete and continue, view your videos and more. And you'll see that you can get your check marks as you complete each different level. In the basics course, we're going to welcome you, and then we're going to go over how to create a Gavel account. We'll do an overview of the playground dashboard, including all of the different data manager features, files, images, integrations, and more. We'll go over the Gavel editor next and show you how to do each of these different things, like starting a new workflow, deleting a workflow, and so on. We're going to go into the Gavel editor interview questions, so how to create each of these ones and what they do, and any special feedback about each one of these. Page feature, so how to duplicate a page, how to name a page and section, and so on. Output documents, how to add a file as an output document, and more. Settings, we're going to do an introduction and overview of settings. The word add-in, how to set this up, and how to select a workflow, and so on. Building strategy. So this will be an introduction to building strategy, understanding how your client will use Gavel if you are a Gavel expert that creates for other people, the importance of language design, simplified design, and more. And then we're going to give you some affiliate opportunities, support resources, and more. At each level, the courses are actually taught by my course co-creator and senior instructor, Megan Sawtell, who is a Gavel expert who has been around the community for a long time, since the very beginnings of Documate, now Gavel. She's a very experienced builder and with more experience even than me. So I've engaged her to actually come up with the course content, and I facilitate the live sessions and add as I can to the more advanced features of the platform through things like the Wednesday build, code word hacks, and the live sessions. Now let's go over the silver level next. So if we go back to our student dashboard and we look for silver, we say resume course, we can take a look at what's involved in here as well. At the silver level, you're going to learn a little bit more about the Gavel editor, including things like integrations with Stripe, with Clio, how to enhance your workflow using Markdown, question logic, page logic, and visible logic, and more. We'll also go deeper into output documents, how to rename your output documents based on questions, tagging PDFs, and logic-based values. We'll go over the word add-in, replacing documents in the Gavel playground directly from the word add-in. Build strategy, we'll go into that a bit more, understanding the impacts of changes, and then we'll give you some next steps. If we go now into the gold level course, you'll see what we can talk about here, which is going to be, we'll welcome you, we'll go through the Gavel editor. Now we're going to talk about integrations with things like the CSV as a data source, how to integrate with Zapier or Zapier, using logic for formulas and calculations, and pulling data from an Excel spreadsheet. We'll also go into the word add-in a little bit more, adding page breaks with conditional logic, template within a template, inserting a table based on a condition. We'll go deeper into build strategy, pulling workflow variables for client understanding, setting up clients for success with variable maps. This is a really great one as well because Megan shares how she utilizes this type of visual approach to variable mapping. Identifying strategies for future workflow maintenance, which is really important as well. Then you're going to be taken to the multiple choice exam, and which has two parts. There's multiple choice, and then there's a reverse engineering aspect, and then workflow submission. So we'll tell you how to submit your workflow, and then there's two different video requirements, Gavel platform navigation, and then a walkthrough of your workflow. So we want to make sure you know what everything is, where it is, and how to use it, and what it's for. And then also you're going to build a workflow from start to finish that has and engages every single part of the platform. And then you're going to submit a video of you talking through and walking through that particular build. Then we're going to give you some next steps. In the Gavel Gold Test Out exam, It's going to be that we've pulled out the exam portion of the gold level course and we've made it a separate part for people who are already experienced with the platform so they can become certified without having to go through the basics and the silver and the gold courses. You're given the same questions for multiple choice as they are in the gold particular level, as well as the same instruction regarding your workflow submissions, as well as your video instructions. Note that our students actually also can get an extra week of their Gavel trial for free with a code that I will show you once you get into the course. That way you have a little bit more time to complete some of the course material before you start paying for the Gavel platform itself. This is my course co-creator and the senior instructor for each of the different levels, Megan Sawtell. So she's going to be the one that's walking you through the different pre-recorded course content. And as I mentioned, if you want to join us in the core cohorts, which are starting on March 30th, you can join me in the live sessions, which are 30 minutes for 5 Thursdays, where I'm going to walk us through the basics level, the silver level, the gold level, and the gold test out level. And you can join us at each stage as you are going through the course. So I'm so excited to be part of your Gavel certification journey, and I hope that this has been useful to go through each of these in turn so you understand what is involved at each different level. Certification is not only a great way to understand the platform at a deeper level, but also to demonstrate your proficiency with the platform to other people within your network or to clients or within your organization or to a potential employer. I look forward to welcoming you in our live session for Core 1 on March 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Just be sure to reach out to me, Brittany at cormeum.pro with any questions. I'll see you in Core 1.